It was a great day. It was a great day. It's been a great couple of days, actually. You know, our backs have been against the wall, and it's so fun to be a part of a group that's fighting, and they're all fighting together and not really caring what happens to the individual, but just trying to win a game. And they've taken that approach ever since we lost the first night. We kind of had our heart broken in that game, and they came back and just decided they were going to play as hard as they could, and it's worked out to this point. You know, our hope is that we can finish, because that would be a story. You know, if we're able to finish this off, it would be some kind of story. If we eliminated every team in the tournament, it would be a story. And I hope it happens for these guys, because I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them no matter what. They've really earned a lot of respect from me by the way they've handled themselves. Well, when we scored that one, that was huge. You know, to be able to tie it back up, I thought was fantastic. You know, from their standpoint, they did exactly what you don't want to do. After a 7-run inning, they walked 2, and we're able to get a run. But we took advantage of those walks. And then we felt like, okay, here we go. Let's play a 3-inning game, you know, and see what happens, or a 4-inning game and see what happens. And when we're tied or leading late, we're tough to beat. I mean, that's just the way it is. And we felt like if we could get a lead, we had a real chance to get after.
Coach, do you think there's more pressure on Tennessee Tech tomorrow given the way the tournament's played out?
You know, I don't know. That's an interesting question. I guess from an outsider looking in, you'd say maybe there is, because you know, with them being a 2 seed, with them playing less games, we tied with them in the league. So, I mean, it's not like you got one team that won 30 games, one team that won 20. I think it's a very good matchup. I mean, we're different type teams. They certainly have more power than we do, but we do some things maybe that they don't do. So I think it's a great matchup. Today's game was a fantastic game. If I don't get greedy with our starting pitching, I think we could have held them a little bit lower. I think giving up 7 runs in that inning was probably a lot more my fault than it was the kids.
I don't even know where to start. It's pretty unbelievable, to be quite honest. I told some of the young guys, I put them aside, I said, hey, soak this in. I've been here 4 years, never experienced anything close to this. And man, some guys stepping up, everybody really. You got Graham throwing his first start. Eddie made 2 good plays. Brad coming out of the bullpen, Stout coming in for 2 innings, then coming back for another 2. In the second game, you got Shields on one day's rest, throwing 5 innings. Sever, who's played every game that we've been here, coming in and giving us over 2 innings of great baseball. And then you got guys just up there swinging the bat and playing hard. I was on second base, and the shortstop asked me, he said, man, how are y'all doing this? And I was like, I just pointed in my chest and said, a lot of that.
Today's game.
Well, I'll tell you what, I give a lot of credit to Jacksonville State. Those guys, man, I'll tell you what, a doubleheader yesterday, doubleheader today. They played hard. I mean, they played so hard. Made some incredible defensive plays. I'm counting maybe 2 or 3 diving plays in the outfield. They did a good job. They deserve to win today, and congratulations to them today. Thankfully, we've got another day to play tomorrow.
For your team, talk about the 5th inning. Just the momentum totally changed after a slow start.
Yeah, our team can do that, Kyle. Our team can really explode and score some runs very, very fast. No matter how big a deficit we're in, we always feel like we're in a baseball game. But what we needed to do was then go out and put up a goose egg to try to maintain momentum, and I think we walked the first 2 young men the next inning. So that kind of takes momentum right away, because if I'm not mistaken, they end up maybe taking the lead right back from us. So, and that's tough. You know, when an offense does that, you want to maintain momentum, which we didn't do. We gave them 2 free passes. Here you go, put winning go-ahead runs on base.
Coach, Jacksonville State's got, you know, some emotional, I guess, you know, confidence just from the games they've won. Where's your team's emotional confidence going to
We'll be okay. This is a tough group of young men with a senior leadership laden team. This group will absolutely be ready to play tomorrow. And so it's a good group. They're tough, hard-nosed kids. They'll be ready to go.
As far as pitching, do you have an idea of how you're going to sort of set that
We've
up?
got some really good pitching left. We've got Hess is ready. He was ready today. He bounces as good as anyone I've ever coached. Lucio will be as fresh as can be. Chisholm, who we've held back a little bit this week, who was our #1 starter at the beginning of the year. So those are the 3 guys we're going to count on tomorrow to win a baseball game.